GBP bulls provided some fresh optimism following some comments out of a German official. So Germany's representative or ambassador in Brussels was speaking on the current stalemate that we know between Britain and the EU. But he actually had quite an optimistic tone. He said, do I think a deal is possible? Yes, definitely. Okay, obviously there's a few barriers that need to overcome, one of the main ones being fisheries. But he believes that the EU are going to make it their top priority come September, October, because there will be a summit in the EU in which they're likely to focus around Britain and hopefully finalise a deal. But he did shed some light and just some optimism, which is good for the pound. And where do I think the pound is going at the moment? I think, look, for the time being, because of all this risk appetite that we're seeing at the moment in the markets, they're really hungry for the riskier FX, which is dominating AUD, NZD, CAD, GBP, Euro, everything apart from dollar. Brexit's been swept under the rug. More or less, they've sort of priced in the fact that Britain's not going to ask for an extension this month, okay, in terms of extending the talks past the end of this year, you know, and I don't think for the time being, that markets are fearing their worst. They still believe it's in the EU's and Britain's best interest that they get a deal done come the end of the year. So that hope is still there, unless we start getting some really, really negative comments from both Britain and the EU, and they say, look, we're not going to come to a deal by the end of the year. Then we could start seeing markets pricing in that scenario and we see a heavy sell-off for the pound. But for the time being, any pullbacks and dips, like to be just bought for the moment, just on this optimism still that remains there. Of course, another potential laggard for the pound is if the Bank of England start to explore and introduce the idea of negative rates, which had floated around for a little while, and that had weighed on the pound previously. But again, that's been shrugged off for the time being because it's not a dead cert. It's not a dead certain thing that they're going to be looking to explore for now. Guys, look, in terms of daily fundamental and technical analysis, as I say, do not hesitate to go on freaknetwork.io, click on become a member, just see what we offer. A lot of value every day in our trade ideas, so on and so forth, getting it hand in hand, fundamentals and technicals. Other than that, stay lit. Thank you for continuing to watch our blogs, listen to them, read them, stay lit. Let's get it.